we're holding Vov 194. The case in Halacha Hey we had was you have a 3-wall sukkah. It's more than 20 amos from floor to ceiling. So you put a platform in, touches the back wall and the 2 side walls, and the area of the platform is 7 by 7. So now if you measure from the floor to the ceiling, it's within 20 amos. Beyond the platform, the walls continue, but if you measure the floor beyond the platform to the ceiling, it's above 20 amos. So the area behind the platform that touches the back wall is the area of a sukkah. It's a sukkah. But the chiddush was that you could even sit beyond the platform, although from floor to ceiling it's more than 20, because that's considered you within a kosher sukkah. Because the schach that extends, it's extending from a valid sukkah.
The platform goes down?
No. Straight. Platform goes and it just drops off.
And you can sit there.
You can sit below, like below the stage. You have a stage, from the stage to the ceiling is within 20 amos. You step off the stage, from floor to ceiling, it's more than 20 amos. You can even sit beyond the stage. That's what Mechaber said, which is the Gemara. Now, in Bona Hitztaba min atzad. What about, you didn't build the platform straight across the 2 parallel walls and it should touch the back wall. It's just touching one of the side walls. Right? Min atzad. It's touching only 2 of the walls. 2 of the walls. Im yesh min etztabar akos la'asheni pos mi-4 amos. In the case, you have an L, a right angle. So the platform is within that right angle. It's 7 by 7. Right? So it's only touching 2 of the walls. And now you have schach above. So to be valid, schach has to touch 3 walls. Which schach has to touch 3 walls? The schach which qualifies as schach. So if we're saying, let's say the 3rd wall is, so the ceiling, the schach of the 3rd wall, which touches the 3rd wall, is no different than what? Than the ceiling of a regular room. Right? It doesn't qualify the sukkah to be valid. So as we say for a ceiling, the ceiling falls out in the center, and you measure from the vertical wall to the kosher schach, it's less than 4 amos. We say dofen akuma. Correct? So over here, the platform is only touching the right angle, and it's 7 by 7. 7 by 7, and you have schach above, but you need 3 walls. But so what's beyond? What's beyond the platform? You have schach above 20. Okay, so that schach above 20, we'll see it as an extension of the vertical wall. So if it would be within 4 amos, so factually, I'm going to say now, a what? What is that going to do for me? Wait. I know, I understand that. So the question is, so I have the 3rd wall touch? No. It's not a problem. I have a 3rd wall touching the schach. So when the 3rd wall touches the schach, wait, and it's within 20. It's within 20. So therefore it's valid.
Just with the platform, with the right angle.
With the right, no. Wait a sec. In Bona etzba min atzad im yesh mitztabar akos la'asheni pos mi-4 amos kshero ala itzta bo davka v'v'la psula. Right? Of course not. It can't be any other place. Yeah, but the question is that napkin yesterday? Yeah, this. The Itztavov fills in, and now, let's say this is the platform, and this is within 20, but it's only touching, the platform's touching these 2 walls, right? You need a 3rd wall. Now, you have a 3rd wall over here, except the schach over here is above 20, right? So therefore it drops off. So the area of within 20 is only touching 2 walls. The question is, how do I have So how do I have a third wall? So we're saying that if the space between the third wall and the platform is less than Dalan Amos, so we look at the schach that extends, which is above 20, extends and connects with the schach above the Yitztabah. We see that as part of the what? Of the vertical wall being bent, going over the what? The platform. So that wall is touching the schach, which is above the platform. I have 7 by 7 above the platform. I need, what am I lacking? The third wall. So the bent wall, the schach that's above 20, because it's within 4 amos of the platform, that becomes the third wall.
Greater than 4 amos, it will not be valid.
If it's 4 or more, it's not.
It's not.
Because I don't say...
So that platform will not be valid.
No, it's not a valid sukkah because I only have 2 walls.
So a person wouldn't be able to sit here.
It's understood. Because you couldn't even sit here.
But the Kiddush is that
You couldn't even sit here on the platform. The platform is not a sukkah. With Dofen Akum, because it's only, they have to be within 4 amos. That's
If it is, can you sit in that 4 amos space?
Wait. Now that's a separate discussion now. If you can sit there, that's a separate discussion now. Because now you're going to be sitting under the wall. See, the first case we were speaking, the previous halacha, you had 3 full walls. So now the schach is extending from a kosher sukkah. But here, what's beyond the platform is called ceiling. You can't sit under a ceiling. It's called a wall. So here you couldn't sit beyond the platform.
If you can do that with both side walls, you can have less than 4 amos.
We had this earlier. That if you have, you're in a room, the center falls out, and on all sides, it's less than 4 amos to each one of the vertical walls. You're sitting in a valid sukkah, because each of the walls is touching the center. It's in the center. It's within 4 amos of every one of the walls. Okay, let's see the Mishna Berura. In Atzad, Rotzalome b'tzad dofen echod, kol mokom higia dofen emtzoi, v'mkein yesh lo shtei defanos, pochs mi-4 amos, v'toras dofen akum, v'chol shu pochs mi-4 amos, ron onu es hakos aschach, kilu hakol dofen, shenesakim. We see it as a wall that has become bent, v'nishtapea kekarkisa ad mokom aschach, hakosher. Shkein darko shel kos l'sakim, ad kedishir zeh, so if that's the case, I have 3 walls. The ene magim, the efshalom of the roin on was a kosel, baschach kilo him dofen achas, she hareim nogim klal zebo ze. Here, davshat fanas magim l'schach. It's a chof. The 3. The Chovos HaLevavos fanos magim l'schach. The main magim, yef shalom the roin on the Saragossa l'schach kilo heim doifen achas. No, not kurasa. No. Let's say you have space. Let's say you don't have the physical. Let's say there'd be a gap there between the schach above the platform and the schach, which is above 20 amos, which is beyond the platform. Dofen akum, we have to have a physical entity. If you have a physical entity, we say dofen akum, right? We discussed earlier. If you have a dofen akum, then you need a lovud. You said earlier you don't say dofen akum and then lovud. Correct? You can't do both. It has to be physical, actually be touching. Say that the horizontal roof covering, we see that as an extension of the wall. So that's called, it has to be magios. No, it's a wall. It's a wall. So that's separate. So you cannot sit under that wall. Wait 1 second. Ksherov ala itztabo dafka, but he says, but it's only kosher, only above the itztabo. He's making that point. You can only sit on the platform, but you can't sit off the platform. The previous halacha, you were able to sit beyond the platform. Here you cannot sit. Yeah, right. Al itztabo dafka, that's what he says. Rishon be'elchi yefshel hachsher agabo, the itztabot kedleil, Says you can't compare this case to the previous case. The leko shem schach kosher. Juriosiso l'schach dofim. In the case we're discussing now, well, how are we looking at the schach as the wall, right? Vim kain hu yoshiv tachsa dofim. You can't sit under the wall. Komokum l'tzara pesach mutal leishev. Af lahalom min ha'itzdabo. Shem yesh schach. Rak shu l'malam yeshim. V'shabim iskasha gabo di itztabo. Ukvisiv shel v'neizer. One second. He's saying the other side. What about the schach extending beyond in the other direction? The tzara pesach. Right? We're saying dofen akum only on one side. Right? The platform has two sides to it. You have the side which is parallel to the third wall, correct? So that which is parallel to the third wall, the schach becomes the wall, right? So you would say you can't sit under that. But what about the other side of the platform, which faces the opening of the sukkah, right? There you could sit. Because there you don't have a dofen akuma, right? Because you're not associated with anything. It's only up to the side. It's dofen akuma. So he says that would be the previous halacha. That would be the previous halacha. The sham yishach v'rakshu l'malam yeshim. I have a valid sukkah. Once you have valid sukkah, we're able to say this is called pesel yotze min sukkah. Schach extending from the sukkah. Shapim skasha gabo di itztabor. Kidei v'sif shlufneize.
Well, in that space, where are you getting the three walls?
No. Where's your paper? Howard. Right. Now, you have a third wall here, right?
That's the dofen akuma wall.
No. You have a third wall. The problem is here the schach's above 20. Here the schach is within 20 above the platform, correct? So therefore, if the space between this and this is less than 4, so we see the schach over here as the roof. So the wall is bent, it's touching the schach above the platform. Wait. No, the gap doesn't bother. No. I only have the gap to show because that's where the schach's above 20. No, the walls actually connect, but it doesn't make a difference, right? But again, so what is the wall? The wall is the schach, which goes till the platform. But now you have the other side of the platform. The platform is this, right? Within 20. So what about here? The schach goes. You have above 20 over in this direction. There's nothing over here. There's no wall over here. You could sit below the platform. That's the previous case. To the side of the platform, you can't sit because the schach has become the roof. In front of the platform, that's the previous case.
Even though there's no walls, but the schach is...
Because the schach is extending from what? Is extending from a kosher sukkah. On the side it's become the wall. That's why you cannot sit under that schach. It's dofen akuma. It's above 20. It's irrelevant what it's made of, as long as it's made of some material. Whether it's a material which qualifies for schach or not, but because it's out of bounds, it doesn't function as schach.
No, it's a material that qualifies for schach.
It's irrelevant whether but it doesn't.
It qualifies for a wall.
Why should it qualify? Anything qualifies as a wall. Avi doesn't qualify as a wall, right? Dofen akul means any material becomes the wall. Could be an extension of the vertical. No.
A sukkah that's 20 high, is it the walls that are possible or the schach? It sounds like it's the wall. The schach makes the wall.
Well, we said it earlier. See, the different aspects of it, we say.
So I thought it was a shade
when we said, when you put in the platform, we said you don't have to lift the schach and put it down. Right? We said earlier. If it would, and let's say it was originally it was attached to a tree and you snipped it, you'd have to lift it up.
Right.
So it's not schach posel. It doesn't function as schach, but it's not schach posel. If it's schach posel, then you have to lift it and put it down. Let's say originally you hammered in beams, right? It was permanent, and now you took it out. So then we said earlier you have to lift it and put it down, because originally it wasn't l'tzeil. It wasn't for shade. Here it was put for shade, but it's out of bounds. The problem is the distance is too great. When you lessen the distance, okay, it's not a problem, it isn't. But what you put there originally was valid in terms of the intent and what it's made of. So you don't have to lift it again. Even if the floor is raised, that's sufficient. You don't have to touch the schach anymore.
So if you have a three-wall sukkah, that's the right height, and the schach is only covering two of those walls, and the third wall is more than 4 amos away from the schach, it's puzzle.
You only have two walls. You only have two walls. It's puzzle. You need a third. No, because you need a third wall. What's the third wall?
Right. So the third wall has to be attached to the schach. It can't just be attached.
Correct.
To the wall.
So with the dofen akuma, although the wall's not vertical, that's called the walls attached to the schach.
Okay.
That's what we're saying. Okay.
So it could be in this case that the area is really the schach.
But you have to have 7 by 7 platform. Anything less than 7 by 7, we're not even beginning to talk. It's not a sukkah. It's less than 7 by 7. The platform would be less than 7 by 7. So what do you have? You have nothing. Right? Here, you're attaching to something which is a dimension of a sukkah. Let's say you have an area 6 by 6. You have 3. Is it a sukkah? No, you have a dofen akuma. It's nothing. It means nothing. Dofen akuma is to create a sukkah.
Right.
So it means you have to have the area. You have to have the area of 7 by 7.
It sounds like that wall is puzzle. In our scenario, the wall is puzzle because there's no schach connecting it. And then once you get past the schach not being there, then the wall's fine. The wall is not fine because the schach above it's not fine. Meaning you have that area.
Of course, the wall is too far away from the platform.
Right, and the only reason it's too far away from the platform is because
it's above 20. It's above 20. But let's say there's less than 4 amos from that wall, so then we can see the schach as the wall. Right. That's a dofen akuma.
Right, okay.
The horizontal schach becomes an extension of the wall. Right. Okay, let's see the Chovos HaLevavos.